Hello, and welcome to Roseplay Presents episode 65, the next installment of Atama's Review Corner of Atama Darkening reviewing Final Fantasy XIII for the Xbox 360. Obviously, the title will not work for YouTube, so I will have to shorten it down immensely. But as always, we're your co-hosts, MoonRose and Sol WildFire. So last time when you saw the semi-beginnings of a review show for movies, today we just continue the gaming aspect. Now, with Final Fantasy XIII, I was really ecstatic for it. I know a lot of people hated it. I know if I disliked anything, it was just the longevity of the achievements. Especially since the strategy guide at the time didn't want to tell me where stuff was. And the internet wasn't as great back then. So let's go ahead and get started with this episode of the Review Corner. And see how I do or don't do. Probably don't do.
Hello,
I like the outfit.
and welcome back yet again, viewers and friends. This is Atama's Review Corner, Season 2, Episode 6. This review, as always, is made possible and thanks to the Xbox 360 and its Atama Darkening Fun Labs app.
Actually, I kind of want the coat. Screw it.
I'm your digital host, Atama Darkening. And today, I will be reviewing Final Fantasy XIII for the Xbox 360. Let's grab a gunblade and jump right onto a chocobo as we ride off for a final review of another fantasy.
Wow, I really went all out for that tagline.
The story of the game is the player starts off as Lightning, who is on a mission to save her branded sister in Cocoon, which is part of the world known as Grand Pulse. And Lightning was herself a former soldier
I was wondering if I spoil anything of the game.
Who now is trying to survive the purging, as those people are also branded by contact with something that came from Pulse.
Actually, that'd be horrible.
Most of the events are told within flashbacks leading up to the previous 13 days. As per Final Fantasy, Lightning meets others who are then branded along with her at the same time by a fal'Cie, a godlike creature, and must find out the truth behind the government known as the Sanctum, and find a way to stop themselves from either turning into monsters or crystals. This is the 13th installment to the main Final Fantasy series, having many spin-offs, as well as eventually having direct sequels to certain Final Fantasy universes, such as the case with Final Fantasy 4, 7, 10, and soon to be 13. This game is done by the company Square Enix. At one time, Squaresoft, they later merged with another company, Enix, who was known for the Dragon Warrior or Dragon Quest series, known as in America, to form Square Enix. Recently, they have also purchased Eidos, who was popular for the Tomb Raider series and the recent success of Batman Arkham Asylum.
Oh wow, we're that far
and
into
the
the
recent
future?
release of Arkham City.
I didn't think we were that far where they bought out Eidos.
Final Fantasy does apparently seem to drop a lot of its well-known series staples. However, the story and battles stay intact, especially for those who are used to the series, or living around the Asian continent.
No, honestly,
they will be very used to the types of the story that Square
more
Enix
action-oriented
presents.
than RPG.
However,
I mean,
if
less
the player
than
is more
15
used to the Western type of games and how the stories and combat are told, then it could be a little too much for them. This time, the series doesn't just focus on one character and have companions who follow in the cause, but more like every playable character each has a bond
avatar
they all share, followed by spreading it all out as the story continues seamlessly. Switching between perspectives of certain characters, they will split up from time to time into their own little groups to accomplish bigger goals, all relating to the rest. The players may only control one character at a time in this 13th edition. but they may choose between the 6 members at any time. At least at some point they can, by having them as leader of the party. These 6 characters are Lightning, Snow, Vanille, Zaz, Hope, and Fang. Even though the players may only control one of these 6 characters at any time, what defines them is what they do in battle. How this is determined is their roles, which are the equivalent to Final Fantasy's job system. There are also 6 roles, which are comprised of Commando, the Warrior type, class, Ravager, the Black Mage type,
each character
Medic,
had a different
the healer
perk
of the group,
setting,
Saboteur,
like the Paradigm and whatever they said. And I think one started off, if you leveled them up high enough,
effectively one lowers the enemy's premise and the other strengthens the party, and Sentinel,
the only difference is that there was story
of the group.
and character growth, unlike Dead by Daylight.
By the end of the game, or after the game to be more precise, the players will finally have all roles unlocked for the whole party, rather than just certain roles for some characters. The combat system may just be one of the most complex and confusing systems I've had the pleasure of playing in a Final Fantasy.
How is that a pleasure?
But personally, that is also what can make it so enjoyable. When it can be mastered by the player, of course. At least in my opinion, I found this combat quite enjoyable in the long run.
Says I do this
However, for some, the combat will be very
enjoyable,
and for others, it will seem or may be impossible to learn, or want to learn. This is also one of the big issues, as this may keep more of the casual or beginning gamers away. In this battle system, the players place the roles mentioned together with different combinations up to 3 different characters, which also happen to be the max for the party in battle. This is called the Paradigm. Each character can then switch between these 3 different set roles that the player may give to that one character, so that they may change up the tactics and give different variant roles within a battle. This is called a paradigm shift, and it is crucial to shift between different roles constantly to survive, or at least that's how it felt to me. Also, if an opponent is staggered or dazed while giving massive damage to them, then the enemies are easier to take down and may even be juggled in the air.
Yeah, that's how you beat the entire game.
So that they
you
never
literally
come
stagger
down
somebody,
and eventually
toss them up into the
die.
air, and just never let them hit the ground.
Though this doesn't always work, and staggering becomes needed later on to even do anything serious to certain enemies or bosses. The sphere grid does return from Final Fantasy X into 13, but it is done a bit differently, now with it being called the Crysterium system. This is just basically an easy way of saying, here is some different ways to branch a character and make them however you want. Even though there really isn't many options in most cases. However, in the long run, if the player wants all of the achievements, they must grind out every role to its max in the Crysterium grid for that of every character, and it must be done for all of the characters and their 6 roles.
It's a lot of work.
A big issue that I had, though, with the combat system, is that if the character that the player gets to control dies for any reason whatsoever, then it's game over. It doesn't even matter if the player has the best healer and stat booster in the party, or even the best combo with the 3 characters. It'll still result in an instant game over. Especially when it comes to a certain boss fight towards the end of the game.
Oh yeah, I think they do Dev.
One particular reoccurring boss, who has the ability to cast Doom and kill off the main character that they are controlling, other than feeling like the enemies took the back door and cheapest way to defeating me, it still can be a very fun and satisfying battle system.
Just pass death on me and watch me writhe in pain.
One of the biggest problems with this installment has to be that it's 85%, if not more, linear. Really taking away from what players of Final Fantasy wanted and expected.
Yeah, what did people call it? I think they called this one a hallway
to go and do what they wanted, making
every path
some
was
gamers, especially in the series,
with like
quite
different paths
upset.
that were dead ends.
Sometimes it feels so linear that they might as well put it on as a rail shooter, but with an RPG battle system. And a lot of what made Final Fantasy is gone, including one of the biggest parts, the mini-games. Sure, there were some, but it felt like there was not enough.
I don't remember any.
I was one who extremely enjoyed all the mini-games put into each Final Fantasy series. Thankfully, hardcore players of the series had complained a lot to Square Enix, and it seems like they might have listened, I believe. Even to the point of starting to realize that what they did wrong, and it is one of the biggest things to be fixed, hopefully in the direct sequel of Final Fantasy XIII-2. However, even if I did agree with most comments from the hardcore fans, being one myself, I still quite enjoyed and got sucked into the story and how the game progresses in what I believe to be very harmonically.
See, it comes back to how we were talking about Assassin's Creed, the new one, Odyssey,
in the Final Fantasy
looking like
series.
It's a great game, but it's not Assassin's Creed, or it doesn't look it. That's basically what Final Fantasy XIII
tend to miss out on sometimes.
If it was not a Final Fantasy XIII game, it'd be
a very good story, or even one at all.
It was Final Fantasy. A lot
of people disliked it. The battle system, once I had mastered it enough, along with the story, made me not pay much attention. That there was a lot of linear paths till later. Lastly, even though most fans may not be used to a linear type Final Fantasy, it still may make for a good starting point into the Final Fantasy universe or JRPG type games for beginners.
Mystic Quest.
Well, again, except maybe for the combat. And finally, the summons this time around have some awesome and beautiful entrances, matching up with their character counterparts. However, it felt as if the summons weren't really needed throughout the journey, if at all. It was really only needed for some of the few optional bosses, if only to be able to inflict any sort of damage on them after the summon had staggered them. Some of the music is just okay this time around. It's not really the worst, but neither is it more memorable than some of the other Final Fantasies that have been done.
I'll say the ending.
This could also be possibly attributed to the fact that for the first time in a mainstream Final Fantasy, Nobuo Uematsu, or something around there, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, was not directly involved in any of the major music, giving it more of a Western vibe. There is, however, one song in particular that I really enjoyed and felt it worked great with the ending, giving a lot of emotions to the finale, and that song was My Hands by Leona Lewis. However, there are still some really good tracks, as any Final Fantasy has had.
The English name correctly.
Voice acting is not just alright this time around, but it is hardly impossible to see any difference between the dubbing over from the Japanese voice movements to English. Which, of course, is also a big improvement to what my voice does with the Avatar, as it's not perfect. But in 13, it definitely is. Anyway, back on the subject, Square Enix really seemed to take and put a lot of time and effort into both the sounds and voices heard in, around, and throughout the game. However, this is not the only place they put a lot of time into. The character models, which are equally excellently done, along with the environment that the Final Fantasy XIII throws the players, was giving a simple, awe-inspiring moment every now and then. This especially can be seen if the player happens to have a nice, big, HD type TV. They will truly be able to see every
can you
little
imagine now
beautiful
4K?
detail that the creators put in their graphics and character models. To summarize, and to add, some of the best features are stunning visuals, a strategic battle system experience, and great character development that allows the player to possibly get attached to the characters, along with an intriguing story, which really help to bring the world to life. And then some of the bad things about the game are, it is far too linear. Hardcore fans may dislike the direction the series is heading, as well as the time it takes the game to fully come up to the standards of the fans, and lack of towns to explore and interact with.
I was trying to say last,
Lastly,
and I couldn't
for
say
those
it.
who like
that's what I
achievements
thought
or
too.
only play the game for achievements, this game has
Wow.
13 story-related achievements, along with a house of different achievement types to do or acquire. However, achievements will not be easy to master right away,
Nope.
and does involve lots of leveling and grinding, along with countless hours of it going back and forth, repeating the same area or monsters again and again. The hardest achievement the player may run into is actually a tie. Or at least in my opinion, they are. They are Treasure Hunter, which is holding every item and accessory in the game. The only real reason for this one is because you can't get rid of one unique item, nor in some players' cases, upgrading more than one weapon to the same final form and getting rid of one of the rare weapons, losing the acknowledgement of having it at all. It is best to just keep every item and accessory until the achievement pops up. And the second hardest
You really
achievement,
don't want to use one of the
Master
items up
Seal.
and then have to deal with
if
having to
only
start
for
it
the
over
fact
again.
that every role for every
Yeah.
character must be maxed out fully and can get very boring and repetitive for some who hate level grinding. There are no online achievements. On a scale of how difficult it is to acquire all the achievements, from 1 to 10,
I'm curious.
I would give this game an 8. For its ability to make almost every achievement
That's
outside
right,
of the story
sure.
achievements a seemingly endless barrage of grinding, but still being able to perfect the game. If the player watches what they do on certain achievements and has the patience to do all of it. Although, compared to its MMO Final Fantasy XI, which people who have played this to try to get all the achievements will definitely know that 13 looks like child's play compared to that of 11.
And then 14 was
Also,
another MMO version.
To note, the game is not a rental, or at least, in my opinion, it doesn't feel like it.
No, it's
Whether
not a
the
rental
gamer
if you're trying
plans
to
on
perfect
perfecting
it.
the achievements or just want to try to enjoy the story, it will take some time to complete. So, in conclusion, unless given the time to let the game get good, which can be mostly after the 25-hour or 30-hour
I'm actually
mark,
curious with me
players
being
will
kind
look
of
at it
a
and
hardcore
be
fan of Final
truly
Fantasy what I rated
disappointed,
it.
especially the
I don't
long-time
remember.
fans. Too bad, however, most will have given up at this point before the time is needed. If the player does choose to stick past the time, they may get rewarded with the story, battle system, and ending. Which, in my opinion, is when Final Fantasy XIII really starts coming into its own. Does
the end?
Square Enix have what it takes to keep the series going?
I might be a
Or is the
fanboy,
bigger,
but I
more
think if you have to wait
new
for the ending for
companies
the
like
game to be
BioWare and
good,
Bethesda the
it's
new
probably
kings
not
of the
worth
Western
it.
continent? When it comes to RPGs, only time will tell.
Yeah, no.
However, at the end of the day, Final Fantasy XIII is a unique new RPG type experience, and may just have what it takes to thrive. The final score for Final Fantasy XIII is 8.3 out of 10.
I kind of kept it with the achievement
until
score,
next time,
apparently.
come back to Adam's Review Corner, Season 2,
I
Episode
know.
7, for the introduction
Point
of
three, yeah.
Bella Love to the show. And remember,
I mean, I guess I didn't at least
keep gaming
I didn't at least
and reaching for those achievements in games
give it a 10.
and life.
Yeah.
Let's see, anything? And yes, for, oh god, that is way too much. I'm not even gonna care. Pause if you guys want. Well, I mean, I suppose I could have given it a lot better score, and I could have given it a lot worse.
Yeah.
I mean, in all honesty, it's not that bad of a game. Like I said, it falls in that department of Assassin's Creed right now. If you're just seeing it as a game, it's good. If you're seeing it as a Final Fantasy, even Final Fantasy fans might be like, ew. So, I mean, trying to be more even nowadays, I don't think I would give it an 8.3. From what I remember from Final Fantasy 13 and the fact that I got to redo it again on Rose Play Classic at some point, I'm honestly thinking it's going to be a 6.5 or a 7. I mean, like I said, it's still not a bad game, but it's just really more disappointing. Not to mention, they came out with 2 other sequels.
Mm-hmm.
They did a 13-2, which was amazing, and that one I would maybe give an 8. And they did a 13-3, which might have been worse than 13. So, I mean, that's kind of why I kind of would say that now I would rate it up towards, like, the 6.57. Because, I mean, the story for 13-3 felt satisfying for a conclusion, but the gameplay just was really weird. But anyway, we'll go ahead and leave it there for today's Rose Play Presents. When we come back, we'll be finishing up the final E3 with the top 5 worst games. And then from there on out, we'll be doing the podcasts that me and Amateur did once a month. Unless something special comes up, like a top 5 list, which we've been talking about one maybe. And when we hit 5 episodes, we'll be back for another review corner. But until then, we're nearing the end of Rose Play Presents Relevancy. So until next time, remember, keep gaming, never give up, and, well, I guess we're going to have to walk down a hallway. You might as well play RPGs. Do some Pokemon.